time on Roadkill, we are racing the Roadkill garbage at Laguna, Seca.
At least it waited till I was done.
I know that intuitively you thought that the Super Camaro here was probably the greatest handling vehicle in the history of Roadkill. This time we're here to find out. Remember episode 25 when we got the Kia Rio 5 and did the shootout and everything? Well, the V6 rental Camaro is the new Kia Rio. What we're gonna do is shoot out the Super Camaro, the Rotson, and the NASCARlo, and the V6, which is our bogey. Can Roadkill outrun a V6 rental car?
We're gonna have fun trying.
We are.
If you don't know the Rotson, it's our 1971 Datsun 240Z that over the years has let us down more than any other Roadkill car. It's lost pretty much every race it's been in and broken multiple engines, multiple rear ends, and Finnegan's heart more times than we care to count. Its current configuration is a 5-liter Ford V8 with a swap meet Power Stroke diesel turbocharger. It's got a 6-speed manual transmission and the always destructible independent rear end. The NASCARlo is our stock car that's sort of street legal. It's actually a full-on late model dirt track race car, but it is skinned and binned with a 1970 or 71 Chevy Monte Carlo body. It's powered by a small block 350 with a Jericho clutchless 4-speed and a quick change rear end. We have driven this thing on the highway and also raced it on dirt tracks and even on a rally course. Finally, the Super Camaro is our most recent addition to the Roadkill fleet and also our most expensive sight unseen internet purchase ever. Don't let that wide body fool you. This thing is just as much garbage as the rest of the Roadkill cars, just pricier. It also has a small block 350 that makes no power and sends virtually no torque through a turbo 350 automatic transmission. It also has those awesome wide Mickey Thompson meats that justify everything about this car.
We haven't driven the Rotson or the NASCARlo in a long time.
No, not since I crashed one and overheated the other.
Thanks for saying that out loud, because I always accept the guilt for having crashed the NASCARlo, but let's just go to some flashback footage of you on the dirt track in the Hit Motor Trend show Faster with Finnegan, running the NASCARlo into a big barrel or tire or something.
It was a tire ninja. It came from nowhere. I argue that I've improved upon the looks of the NASCARlo. I believe the visual confirms that.
Yeah, no, it actually looks way cooler, but I don't know if it is way better.
She's improved.
Yeah, and the Rotson, the last time we saw that was in Las Vegas, overheating, steaming, and we had to walk to the SEMA show.
Yeah, that might be the hottest we've ever gotten an engine.
We have to wrench on all this junk before we actually go start shooting out. What do you want to start with?
Probably the Rotson, because for me, that's the unknown quantity. We redid the entire suspension like 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
Drove it to Vegas. We never really raced it. We just did donuts in the dirt. Maybe today's the day where we find out if it's fast.
Ooh, drag strip.
Right.
We are parked here at Tucson Dragway, ready for action. All right, pull that junk in.
All right.
That's right. This is a drag race and road course shootout. But before we corkscrew ourselves at Laguna Seca, we're gonna see how our junk stacks up on the drag strip.
We need to put it on the lift, get it in the air, and find out why is it clunking in the back of the car when I let the clutch out.
I found the clunking noise. There's bushings right here that hold the nose of the differential center section down, and just the bushings are wasted. There's a gap up here. The bolts seem tight. But Finn and I looked all through this thing and realized that we assembled it improperly. But to fix it means getting these bolts out, and you can't do that because it's gonna hit the floor pan, and so we're gonna fix it the Roadkill way, which means not at all. It's gonna be fine. We gotta fix the starter though.
You might be wondering why I'm climbing a ladder. For the first time in the history of the show, We're gonna take safety very seriously and disconnect the battery before we replace the starter. However, the car was already in the air before we noticed the lift is puking hydraulic fluid all over the ground. We don't think we're gonna be able to use it more than once. So I'm gonna disconnect this up here. Freiberger's gonna put the starter in, and then hopefully we put Rotson down without dropping it.
The problem with this junk is you hit the starter button and the starter spins but doesn't actually engage. But Duralast to the rescue. That looks right. Boy, the Rotsons had this starter problem for a long time. I remember thrashing this thing at Camarillo Airport in the rain in a giant water puddle and then not being able to restart it because of the starter problem. And Finnegan still loves it. I don't hate it as much as I used to. That's fixed.
Okay. All right, I think she's ready.
Okay. All right, Rotson done, Nascarlo in. And this one, you said, the problem is it has a stumble, that's it?
Yeah.
Can you fire it up and show me? Like just
Yeah, it'll do it just, idling here.
Let's see.
Does it under load. And the warmer it gets, the better it is, but it still does it.
Huh. Do you want to just start drag racing it and only fix it if there's a problem?
Sure. We could fatten up the idle circuit just because.
Sure. The best thing is it fixed absolutely nothing.
There you go.
That's hot. I'm not touching that. That won't go through there. You got more mods to do. You overhogged it. The bolt falls through.
There's a washer right there.
The washer won't go.
No, is it really falling through? Okay, wait.
It doesn't go all the way through.
It doesn't go. Come on.
It's not
No,
good.
you gotta line it up. Hey, let's go racing now.
Yeah.
We have 4 race cars, more or less, and we want to know how quick they are in a straight line. So we're here at Tucson Dragway in Tucson, Arizona, to line up a brand new 2020 V6 powered Camaro. And then we've got the Rotson, we've got the Nascarlo, and we have what I believe we're calling the Super Camaro, which has the widest tires I've ever seen in my life. So you know it's going to be good at going in a straight line.
Burnout action.
Come on back.
This thing is 222 cubic inches, 3.6 liters, and it makes 335 horsepower, dual overhead cam, 10-speed automatic, and it will do somewhat of a burnout. Oh, wow, it shifts.
That's some wheel speed.
Not bad at all. I like it.
Wow, okay.
Boy, I remember test driving for magazines like the TPI V8 cars back in the 90s, and this V6 is faster. And I'm staging.
And we're off.
Here we go. 7,000 RPM shift.
I do believe this is a legit 14-second car with only 6 cylinders.
Says I'm going 99 miles an hour. Man.
1437 at 99 miles an hour.
You know what? I hate to say it. This thing is quicker than, say, a 1968 383 Roadrunner when it was brand new, which, by the way, had 335 horsepower.
Question is, can any of these other old piles of junk beat that? Let's find out.
And it stops good and handles good.
Brakes work. Dude, epic burnout.
That was really good, wasn't it?
I think it was in like 3rd or 4th gear.
Oh, for sure. Or it's a 10-speed. It might have been an 8th.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah.
1437 at 99. Uneventful pass. Straight, no drama.
Yeah, no drama. Nascarlo next?
Let's do it.
Do it. Here comes our first player to challenge the mighty V6 rental car. It is the NASCARlo. He's not gonna do a burnout, he's just gonna stage and launch it. He's either gonna go all out RPM and sidestep the clutch, or he's gonna slip it. Let's find out. You're it.
All right, it's been a long time since I've driven this car.
Now's the clutch slip. Oh, yeah, banging it. I can smell clutch, though. He got it in every gear, and it ran clean all the way down. And the first one out of the gate beats the rental car, 1382 at 101 miles an hour. I would have to guess and say that's the best pass NASCARlo's made here at Tucson Dragway.
Well, that was a good lick. The gearing is not set up for drag racing. That's a long first gear, and it is hard on the clutch. But I got it off the line without bogging it. That might have been the best lick I've ever made in this car.
See, there's a rule here at Tucson that if you have a street-driven car that goes 100 miles an hour, then, boom, you get the 100-mile-an-hour club. That's going on the NASCARlo. $13.82 at 101, you get a 100-mile-an-hour decal.
Hey, all right.
I'm putting that on this baby. You beat a V6 Camaro, congratulations.
Yay, us.
Yeah, you're qualified to drive a rental car.
Dude.
All right, next up is gonna be the wide-body Camaro.
That's like getting first place at the buffet, or eating the most or something.
All right, here we go. First time down the drag strip in the Super Camaro. Now, keep in mind, this thing just has a mild 350 Chevy in it and Turbo 400, and I don't know what rear end gear. All right, burnout on big beats. Here we go. That wasn't good.
And it's off.
It's still running out of fuel. See if we can do a better burnout with this thing. We might as well not bother.
Yeah, that's unhappy.
Yep. Yeah, it was not just the gas pickup. It's running out of gas for a different reason. Ah, yeah. The fuel delivery issue. You saw all about this problem in a previous episode of Roadkill, where we drove the Super Camaro from the drag strip at Tucson all the way to Laguna Seca. If you're confused, let me explain. See, we shot the drag strip portion of the shootout before we drove to Laguna Seca, so you can still see the hope and joy in our faces about the car before we knew that it had issues. But rest assured, as you already know, that we quasi-fixed it on the road trip to ensure proper-ish action on the road course by the end of the episode, thus restoring any deviations in the space-time continuum.
All right, well, the Super Camaro doesn't seem to be so super, and so what we're gonna do now is bring out something that is always guaranteed to perform on some level, the Rotson. For those of you at home, it has been 2 years, I think, since I've driven this car, and it has never gone down the drag strip successfully.
Remember, the Rotson is the car that never fails to fail.
And I can't reach the door to close the... There we go. And the door, I think you gotta hold the handle. That feels relatively safe, given that the rest of the car is held together by hopes, dreams, and duct tape.
The motor's running good. We got a new T56 Magnum 6-speed manual transmission. We got that new beefy center section in the rear end, solid axles so that we don't have to worry about all those couplers coming apart. If it's ever had a shot, it's right now.
Second bulb is lit. I have no idea what RPM to launch it at.
Oh man, that thing makes power. Oh, he missed a shift, I think. He slipped the clutch out of the hole. Actually did a pretty good job. Didn't spin the tire.
Oh, that's not good. I think I just barbecued the clutch. All right, let's try that again, if the clutch will stay together.
Car's still running. Mike's gonna come right back around. Give it another shot. That was a stout launch.
Did the tires spin?
No.
Or was the clutch then?
I thought you were riding the clutch.
No, I was off of it.
Oh, that's not good. I thought he had skills, but it's actually broken.
All right, car. Let's try this again.
Ah,
I have no fuel pressure.
the Rotson never fails to fail.
The fuel pump died? What the heck? All right, there's a blown fuse. We blew the fuse for the fuel pump. Needs gas. You want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news.
The clutch is junk.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to roll it out of the hole and not go wide open throttle. But the good news is, when it was running,
Oh, it was hard.
oh baby,
Yeah.
right up until it popped a fuse for the fuel pump.
Huh.
So we should put 10 gallons of race fuel because maybe it popped the fuse because the fuel pump is unhappy, you know, running dry. That's it right there. That's what spoiled that run. A fuse, which I will replace right now. Oh, look, fuel pump.
Wonder if Tucson Dragway knows how many of their traffic cones we've ruined with gasoline, because they make the ultimate funnel.
Oh my God, dude. That was $37.
And it's gonna make their floor all mushy. It's race gas, it'll evaporate fast. Where have I heard that before? It was a Rotson episode, I think.
Oh, it runs great when it has fuel. All right, Rotson. It's gonna be different this time.
Second, and died again.
And the fuel pump just died again. Left the line good, top of first gear felt okay, and then it just shut off. We need to start looking at the wire going to the fuel pump because it's possible it's rubbed on the chassis or something.
So that's high end. I'm gonna zip tie this sort of away from it. So that's just gonna float there and it's keeping that wire from getting pinched in there. Boom, and it's not touching another ground. Okay, got it. We are a fuse away from fixed and solved.
It's gonna work this time.
Yeah.
New goal, get to at least third or fourth gear with fuel pressure.
It's now or never. Okay. Second. Third. I did it again. Fourth. So the Rotson on a miserable pass goes 1431 at 80 miles an hour. Technically, 6/100ths quicker than the Camaro rental car. Roadkill is victorious once again.
We're smoking and leaking, so I think that's probably the end of our fun here today at the drag strip.
It's pouring smoke. That was not that good, but you did beat the rental Camaro.
For a brief moment, it gave me a little taste of victory, man, I tell you. The boost hit, and I was like, yeah! I don't think that little pump is doing the job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it buries the needle, and then it's like, nope. And you back off and get back in it, and you're fine until the fuel pressure hits 15, and then it's like, no.
The Rotson never failed to be mediocre. Actually, that's given it something. It sucked, but it won.
Don't you ever say an unkind word about Rotson. She loves me.
Kind of a shocker, but 2 out of 3 Roadkill cars were in fact quicker than the V6. And not surprisingly at all, our new Super Camaro was a complete bust. But we did road trip the Camaro up the coast and worked on the fuel system in a hotel parking lot and finally made it to the promised land, Laguna Seca Raceway, where all 3 Roadkill cars were ready to take on the road course.
This is totally like Christmas for me.
I can't believe we're standing here.
I can't either.
I can't believe we have these cars here.
I can't believe how much we spent to rent this track to drive those cars here. Here's the amazing thing, is that neither Finnegan nor I have ever been here to Laguna Seca at the racetrack. It's been here since 1957. It's an international legend with the corkscrew over there, and I've never driven it, and now I'm going to. And I'm so excited that I get to drive the baseline Camaro rental car V6, because I guarantee it's the most competent car here. I'm driving the 2 Camaros, which are the 2 good cars, and you're driving the 2 completely clapped out Roadkill cars that might not make a lap.
I brought all the safety gears.
Yeah.
All of them.
So first up, me and the Camaro.
Here's how this is gonna go down. Freiberger has a brand new V6 Camaro. He's gonna get 4 laps. I'm gonna be timing them with my precision smartphone here. First lap, warm up. Then he gets 2 hot laps. Then he gets a cool down lap, and he's off.
Okay, I am super amped for my first lap ever at Laguna Seca. So just to give you some scale on what these lap times are gonna look like, Motor Trend driver Randy Popes in a 2020 brand new mid-engine Corvette, he went 1 minute and 37 seconds. And earlier in a VW Golf GTI, he did 1 minute and 50 seconds. So basically, anything around 2 minutes is gonna make me really happy. Here we go, this is gonna be my very first time with any kind of speed through the corkscrew. I'm gonna dive down, aim for the cone, and woo! Got it, my first time through the corkscrew. All right, I gotta be doing that faster next time.
I estimate he will be doing well over 100 miles an hour right here.
And it all begins. Here we go, I'm wide open.
I hear the V6 screaming, and as he crosses the stripe, timer is going.
You gotta go real slow into this. Turn in, already on the accelerator. I probably came in way too early on that one. Yes, I did. Oh, even though I've got the traction control off, it's still got some intervention. Looks like I don't even need to touch the brakes through these two. We're doing 100 miles an hour right here. And in, back on it. Wow, this thing's actually not bad at all. This is gonna be terrifying in the Roadkill cars. Okay, here comes the corkscrew. Here we go. And I already smell my brakes.
Okay, I see the car again.
Woo!
I see tire smoke.
And I came in that too hot. Oh, it's spinning the tire, no pausing.
Coming in hot. Can he break 2 minutes? Can he do it? He did. 1 minute, 59.18 seconds. This could be faster.
Yep, 100 miles an hour there again. Okay, I was only supposed to go twice. I think I'm gonna go one more time.
I think he's gonna break his own record.
98 miles an hour again.
Oof, yeah. He shaved nearly 2 seconds on that one. Minute and 57 seconds.
This is the turn you just have to sort of give up. Shattered it a little bit. It didn't intervene that time though. In and throttling out all the way to the apron on the rumble strip.
He is a very confident driver. You gotta give him that. Like, he will get faster.
Way faster through there that time. You learn where you basically can just flat foot it instead of having to brake. Oh, I came in this one hotter for sure. Here we go. Corkscrew. Oh, got air that time. Woo! Yeah, this is righteous fun. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be my fastest lap. Gotta park it, floor it, unwind it. Here we go. This will be my last one. And 98. Woo! That was fun.
Whoa, minute and 55.
Takes me a while to like learn the car and, you know, the track. Dude, that is so fun.
This thing is spunky.
It is so good. First of all, it's the perfect car because it's like right at my skill level.
Okay.
You will get the corkscrew and you will dream about it for years. I was able to just come in faster and faster and faster.
Oh, you got faster every lap.
I thought I did.
All right, so lap number 1, minute and 59.1.
No way.
Lap number 2, minute and 57.
Okay.
Lap number 3, minute and 55.
I'm only 5 seconds slower than Randy Popes in a VW Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The more you go, the more you learn the track, the more you learn the car, you know what you can get away with.
I'm gonna go get in the Rotson now after putting on all of the safety gear, and I'll try to suck less than I normally suck and get close to them.
Oh, man, that was fun.
Nice work.
Man, I was happy to find out from Mike that I was going quicker and quicker and quicker every lap. When you first go out there, you start to brake way too early. You don't know what the car's gonna do, and you can just get more and more and more aggressive until you ultimately spin out. I'm glad I didn't get to that point because that's embarrassing. But if it's spin outs you want, I present Mike Finnegan in the Rotson. So this thing did make 600 horsepower when I had the engine on Engine Masters, but it's currently having a fuel delivery problem where Finnegan's gonna have to back out of it to keep it about 14 pounds of boost. But I guarantee no matter what happens, he's gonna have a lot of fun.
All right, Rotson, here we go.
Okay, he's on his warm-up lap now where he's just gonna get to know the thing a little bit. Keep in mind, it is the car that has never failed to fail.
Oh, when I lift, something funky's going on because it just fired oil all over my windshield. Oh, but this car quarter's good. Oh, man.
Yeah, when we drag tested this thing, it never even really made it all the way down the drag strip because of that fuel delivery problem. We did put gasoline in it, that solved one thing, but it is the boost reference regulator where the fuel pressure can't keep up with how fast the boost is climbing on the thing. They have extremely stringent noise regulations here at Laguna Seca, and apparently the tip is to actually lift in turn 5, which is where the dB meter is.
All right, turn 5, this is where they're measuring for sound, and I'm not supposed to be loud through here because if I'm too loud 3 times, this car gets thrown off the track. Oh, Rotson, I love you. Every time this thing sees 15 pounds of boost, it cuts the fuel pressure. I think we have a massive oil leak at the turbos. I'm going to pull back around and see if something we can fix now.
So this is still his warm-up. Hopefully he hasn't cooked the brakes yet. He is just putting that thing. I wonder if it's having a problem.
Well, let me just pull up the fabricator here. I'll let him know what's going on.
The car that never fails to fail?
Massive oil leak. Can you take a look at it? Like, I'm thinking maybe the drain line for the turbo or something.
Can you fire it up so I can look? It's dripping out of where the flange is bolted to the turbo and soaking that wrap, and the wrap is smoking. It's not on fire yet.
All right, I'll go around again.
Yeah, there's no oil on the ground. So this is gonna be another warm-up lap, and I'll start him when he comes back by.
Oh my God, this is so frightening and awesomely fun at the same time. I can't see nothing, it's so scary. The brakes are killer. Oh.
There he goes. Yeah. Oh, dude. Nice. Way better than I anticipated. That had some violence. He's obviously modulating the throttle to keep that thing out of the boost where it gets into some misfire.
All right, this is my first actual hot lap. Oh, the boost feels so good. Right up until the point where you run out of fuel pressure and the engine shuts down. Come on, car. Go, car, go.
He's gonna be coming down that turn next, which is just after the corkscrew.
Roll.
There it is. I think he came in a little early on that one, but who knows? Not bad. I like it. Listen to it when it shifts. That was a 207.
Motor's hot. We got oil pressure though.
Did you hear him when he was shifting his?
I love the corkscrew. I love it.
Here he comes.
These brakes rule.
Oh, there he goes. Here comes the fun part. Slowed down 2:08, so he lost just a hair less than 1 full second on that pass.
It's really warm. It's 250 degrees. So time to slow down. I love you, Rotson. Finally, after all these years, I got to enjoy the Rotson for more than 4.5 seconds. Huh, my shifter just gave up.
Dude, it looked so amazing.
It was incredible.
Oh, you broke the stick off.
It fell off on the cooldown lap, basically.
You went 2:07, but man, the success of it was way bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Dude, I cannot believe it survived because it was at 240 plus after lap number 2.
Okay.
I basically raced it overheating.
Whoa!
Oh,
As if on command. Okay, we're gonna have to clean that up.
wow. Good on you, Rotson. At least it waited till I was done.
That is so awesome. Oh yeah, I was at 240. My turn in the Super Camaro. You can take that home with you.
It's time for the Super Camaro. And as we all know, because we've spent a whole week with this car, it is less than super. So Dave's in trouble right now because it doesn't make a lot of power. It doesn't grip very well, and apparently it's got next to almost no brakes right now. Good luck!
So this thing has a funky automatic transmission shifter, and hopefully I don't mess up and throw the thing into reverse or park. These tires are like pro street drag racing tires, so I don't have high hopes. Oh yeah, these are loose.
Oh, I can hear the misfiring of a 350 cubic inch V8 that's probably running on 220 cubic inches right now.
Ah, runs so bad. Ah, this thing is junk as far as power goes. Absolute trash. All right, here we go. No power at all. It is wide open.
And he's off. I really like that car.
Yeah, these tires are like diamond on diamond as far as traction goes. Not overheating. Still has oil pressure. Oh, it's just gutless though. It's like I can drive almost whole track wide open because it has no power. All right, here comes corkscrew again. You know what? The tires, now that they're heating up, are actually a little bit better. It's still real loose, as you just saw, but better. All right, here we go.
The tires are howling.
First gear.
I think he almost crashed at least 3 times on this lap. But dude, time, Rotson just crossed the finish line. He's not that far behind. 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
Actually, with the tires warmed up, they're a little bit better. But the thing just has like no stones whatsoever. Oh yeah, I didn't even really need to brake there. Okay, here we go. And my seatbelt came off. I need to stop and get my seatbelt on.
Something's wrong. He's off the throttle. I believe he's coming in. He might not have any more brakes in that car. All right.
I'm gonna keep going, but my seatbelt popped off.
Because you're doing really good. You're only 8 seconds slower than the Rotson.
I can do better. Okay, here we go again. Don't want to overcook the tires and brakes. Wow, the engine's cooling down now. That's the advantage to making no horsepower. Okay, now I'm gonna try and carry some speed and get my lap in. There we go. That was fun.
2 minutes, 12 seconds. They picked up 3 seconds.
Wow, the brakes are actually hanging up. Makes me wonder if the guy's got some sort of road race or autocross pad on this thing. I'm starting to trust the grip in this thing. Kind of weird, but I think I got this.
Oh, this is gonna be a good lap right here. Oh, 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Wow. He had a 2 minute 15, a 2:12. He just ran a 2:09. He's only like 0.2 of a second behind the Rotson, with like half the power and no brakes.
All right, well, the Super Camaro's not that super. It's really interesting though. If I trusted the car more, I would be able to go faster. The thing is, it has so little power, you can almost drive the whole track with no brakes at all.
How fun was that?
That's a car that I could get used to.
Well, dude, you did killer.
Really?
Yeah, you ran a 2:15, a 2:12, 2:09, dude.
No, I kept on picking it up because I figured out you don't need to lift. You almost don't need to lift at all.
It makes so much noise in every corner from the tires.
It's great, right?
I was like, oh, is this the one? Is he crashing? Like every time, dude.
Dude, they're drag racing pro street tires. They're not meant for this. Whew. Well, I guess it's on you and the Monte Carlo to try and outrun the V6.
Okay.
Not as fun as the V6 rental car, I have to say, disappointingly. But man, did you see me? I looked good. Super Camaro, I would say I'm super happy that we're here with this car. This engine is an absolute roach. I mean, I cut a 2:09 lap time, 2 seconds slower than the Rotson. That's embarrassing, but I drove the grill off of it. I'm pretty sure that happened the second time I went through the corkscrew. Cut it tight, hit a little bit hard, but this is a good roadkill car. I want to save it, and I want to reinstall the twin turbo motor that was originally in it in 1979. NASCARlo, our last hope for a roadkill car outrunning a V6 rental car. Now, keep in mind, the NASCARlo is an actual race car under the skin. However, it is a dirt oval track car that's never been realigned for the road course. It still has dirt track tires on it. Even so, it's the only shot we have at beating the V6, so it's on Finnegan right now. Okay, just already though, how cool is that, right? That's why we're here, not because we're good, but because we're cool.
I have no idea how it's gonna do with dirt track tires.
Oh, that car's gonna violate the noise regulations here at Laguna Seca. The guy in that house right there is on the phone right now. What's going on down there? This is gonna be Finnegan's day. He already had a riot in the Rotson, made it all the way around the track, and now I think he's gonna win the day in the NASCARlo. Hear how loud that is? Noise reg's here. I think he's gonna get booted off in 3 laps. Here he comes. Sounds like he's in too high of a gear. That was cool. That was really cool. If he can get the thing into a lower gear coming out of that corner, the thing will be fast right here. We just got a call over the radio, I heard 104 decibels. So he's gonna get thrown off. He's got 1 lap to make this happen. You watch, he'll get a black flag thrown at him and he'll just ignore it. We have to stop him? Yeah. Oh man, I want to get his time, but I gotta stop him. It's loud. He's in violation, but he beats the Rotson with a 2-minute, 6-second time. Now, if we can just get him stopped before we actually have to pay tens of thousands of dollars in fines.
I think we're too loud. I think I just got kicked out of here. Oh man, this is what this car was born to do. After all these years, NASCARlo finally went back to a road course, and it rips.
Well,
Tell me you got the time on the last lap.
first, I want to talk statistics.
Okay.
The DB limit here is 90.
Yeah, I was 107 apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
But my excuse here is that everybody who waved a black flag at me was in the shade. So it took at least half a lap before I went, what the hell was that? And as I drove by, I'm like, is that a black flag? Why am I being black flagged? There's no other racers here.
Too loud.
Oh, we're too loud. And then I saw this guy, and I'm like, I'm not lifting, I'm getting a time.
1 second quicker than the Rotson. 2 minutes, 6 seconds.
Oh God, there's so much left in this thing.
I'm sure. It sounded good and it looked good.
All right.
That's a victory, but none of the Roadkill cars are quicker than the V6 Camaro.
V6 Camaro has millions of dollars of research and development. The Roadkill cars has us.
Oh. That's a way to end a roadkill. In violation! Getting fined, getting ticketed, getting jailed, and going quicker than any other roadkill car. 2 minutes and 6 seconds for the NASCAR. So where does this leave us overall? Well, 2/3 of the roadkill cars are faster than the V6 on the drag strip, and I wholeheartedly believe that we can and will make the Super Camaro quicker in the future. But will it be the only roadkill car to be able to beat the V6 rental car on the road course? Only time will tell. For now, however, we have to look at the real win, which is that we came to Laguna Seca and raced complete garbage on a world-famous track. And our beloved NASCARlo set new records. Not by having the fastest time overall, or not even by beating a stock V6 Camaro, but by exceeding the track's decibel noise limit by a factor of almost 100. If you can't be faster, be louder. You know what? I think there's a big philosophical thing going on here, though, because how many of our audience would rather have the better performing car versus the far cooler car?
Zero.
Zero. And a word of advice to you, never buy a used rental car. Ready?
You got the extra insurance, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Got the walk away.
Do it!
Wow. There we go. Yeah. That's what I like.
There we go. Just leave it on
Oh, and
the
the
rim there.
shifting. Look at this. Downshift, upshift.
That doesn't breathe good.
Okay, we can leave now. Bye-bye.
Microphone check. 1, 2, 3.
Checking for greatness. Greatness achieved.
And now I have to poop.
And I'm off.
All right. Good luck, sir.
I need it.
I farted inside his car.
Why aren't you driving it away?
That's a good question. Why aren't I driving it away? Still runs. Still runs.